the breeze. Country roads, take me home to the place where I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country roads, all my memories gather round her. Miner's lady, stranger to blue water, dark and dusty, painted on the sky. Misty taste of moonshine, teardrop in my eyes. Country roads, take me home to the place where I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country roads, take me home to the place where I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country roads.
Hello, my name is MJ and I'm from 6th grade choir. Our second song that we would like to perform is called Stand By Me, written by Ben E. King in 1961. This song is so popular that it has been recorded by over 400 artists. Jeju and Harry will also participate as percussionists. I hope you enjoy.
All right, audience, we need your help with this one. Get your snapping fingers out. We're going to snap on 2 and 4. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent. Keep it going.
The land is ours.
grader featuring the song Jumbo. The piece was written in Swahili, the language spoken in Kenya, and you will see traditional dance moves from Kenya during performances too. This song is used to greet guests with warmth and to celebrate joy and friendship. Finally, there are amazing soloists in this song: Andy, Billy, Haley, Anna, Henry. We hope you enjoy our last music, this Jumbo.
Jambo, jambo bwana, habari gani? Mzuri sana. Wageni makaribishwa. Kenya yetu hakuna matata.
Jambo, jambo bwana, habari gani? Mzuri sana. Wageni wakaribishwa. Kenya yetu hakuna matata. Jambo, jambo bwana, habari gani? Mzuri sana. Wageni wakaribishwa. Kenya yetu hakuna matata. Jambo, jambo bwana, habari gani? Nzuri sana. Wageni wakaribishwa. Kenya yetu hakuna matata. Nzuri, sote nchi ya maajabu, nchi yenye amani, sote nchi ya maajabu. Jambo, jambo bwana, habari gani? Nzuri sana. Wageni wakaribishwa. Kenya yetu hakuna matata. Jambo, jambo bwana, habari gani? Nzuri sana. Wageni wakaribishwa. Kenya yetu hakuna matata. Nzuri, sote nchi ya maajabu, nchi yenye amani, sote nchi ya maajabu. Oh, Kenya yote, oh, Kenya yetu, hakuna matata, hakuna matata, hakuna matata, hakuna matata. Jambo, jambo bwana, habari gani? Nzuri sana. Wageni wakaribishwa. Kenya yetu hakuna matata.
I have to say, it takes a lot of courage to get up there and dance for hundreds of people, including your peers, your classmates. Can we give the sixth graders a huge round? Thank you. It's time for the 7th and 8th graders to come up on stage. And while the first class is getting up on stage, I would like to just brag about them a little bit, because on our concert tonight, you will hear not one language, not two, not three, but 4 different languages spoken. You've already heard English and Swahili. Up next, we have French, and later on, we have Latin. So in choir, you not only get to learn how to read music, but you also get to speak a lot of different languages. I'd also like to take a moment to recognize some very hardworking people that went above and beyond this year to audition and participate in our honor choirs. We had 2 honor choirs this year. One was Kaimia Middle School Honor Choir in Seoul. If you were one of our Kaimia participants, can you give us a big wave? And down there too. And we also had an AMI International Honor Choir where our students went to Singapore and participated with students from 30 different countries across Asia. If you participated in AMI, can you give us a big wave? These are huge accomplishments, especially for being so young. So I want to thank you all for your hard work. And now, Freya will take over.
Hello everyone, my name is Freya and I'm part of the Block 3 7th and 8th grade choir. Tonight our first piece will be J'entends les moulins, a French folk song from Quebec, a French-speaking region in Canada. This song is about a mill wheel, a tool used to grind grain into flour. While we were learning this song, we were able to challenge ourselves by learning the French pronunciations and matching them to the rhythm and sound of a mill wheel. We worked very hard to learn this song, and we are excited to share it with you tonight. So we hope you enjoy the show.
J'entends les moulins, tiki-tiki-taka, j'entends les moulins, taka. On fait la tes bâtis maison, j'entends les moulins, taka. La fait bâtir la toi mignon, tiki-tiki, tiki-taka. J'entends les moulins, tiki-tiki-taka, j'entends les moulins, taka. J'entends les moulins, tiki-tiki-taka, j'entends les moulins, taka. J'entends les moulins, tiki-tiki-taka, mais le c'est mon mignon, tiki-tiki-taka. J'entends les moulins, tiki-tiki-taka, j'entends les moulins, tiki-tiki-taka. J'entends les moulins, tiki-tiki-taka, j'entends les moulins, taka. Quand le ciel est filant, j'entends les moulins, taka. C'est en tête des trois pigeons, tiki-tiki-taka. J'entends les moulins, tiki-tiki-taka, j'entends les moulins, j'entends les moulins, taka.
This right here is period 3, and now we're going to ask period 4 to join us on stage. We have 3 more songs for you tonight. And Han is going to introduce them for you.
Hey, hello, my name is Hanli, and we are the 7th and 8th grade combined chamber choir. The next piece we're going to sing is Gaudeamus, a traditional Latin song that celebrates singing and rejoicing. This special piece contains body percussion of clapping and stomping, which adds energy and rhythm to the piece. So we learned this piece, and we had a special opportunity to learn Latin pronunciations and readings of ancient texts. We are happy to share our learning with you, and we hope you enjoy the performance. Thank you.
Gaudeamus, Gaudeamus,
My name is Regina Lee, and I'm proud to introduce you to our next performance, Birds of a Feather by Billie Eilish. This song speaks of a profound and enduring love, so deep that only death can come in between. The lyrics were written by Billie Eilish and her brother Phineas, who both sang in their school choir when they were younger, just like us. This piece is supposed to be a 6-part a cappella for high school students, so it has definitely been a fun challenge for us all. As hard as it is, I hope the efforts and hearts we put into this song pull off. Thank you.
I want you to stay till I'm in the rain, till I'm in the way dead and buried, till I'm in the casket you carried. If you go, I'm going too, 'cause it was always you. And if I'm turning blue, please don't save me. Nothing left to lose without my baby. Oh, birds of a feather, we should stick together. I know I said I never think I wasn't better. Although can't change the weather, might not be forever, but if it's forever, it's even better. And I don't know what I'm crying to. I don't think I could love you more. It might not be long, but baby, I love you till the day that I die. Till the day that I die. Till the light is my eyes. Till the day that I die.
I want you to see
Do, 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 do,
how you look to me. You wouldn't believe if I told you. You would keep the compliments I owe you.
you're so full of it. Ooh, tell me it's a bit. Ooh, say you don't see it, your mind's polluted. Say you wanna quit, don't be stupid. I don't know why. I don't think I could love you more. It might not be long, but I don't wanna say goodbye. Birds of a feather, we should stick together. I know I said I'd never think I wasn't better. Can't change the weather, might not be forever, but if it's forever, it's even better. I knew it out. You had love in your eyes. I was surprised.
Now we are going to do a small play which came from the famous TV show called Brooklyn Nine-Nine. 7 people in choir volunteered to be an actors. A woman who had her MacBook stolen heard the thief singing I Want It That Way by Backstreet Boys. So the cop asked the suspect to sing to find out who the real thief was. Please give a round of applause for the actors and enjoy the show.
So, did you see the thief's face?
No, I was hiding in the bathroom stall, but I did hear him singing.
What song was he singing?
I think it was the song I Want It That Way.
Ah, Backstreet Boys, I'm familiar. Number 1, could you please sing the opening to I Want It That Way?
For real? Okay. You are my fire.
Number 2, keep it going.
The one desire.
Number 3.
Believe when I say
Number 4.
I want it that way.
Tell me why.
Ain't nothing but a heartache.
Tell me why.
Ain't nothing but a mistake.
Now number 5.
I never wanna hear you say
Woo!
I want it that way.
Chills, literal chills.
That was number 5. Number 5 stole my MacBook.
Oh my gosh, I completely forgot about that part.
And scene.
Hello, I'm Donna Kim in 7th grade. As we reach the end of these unforgettable choir performances, there's one last song I'd love to share with you. Our last piece is I Want It That Way, one of the most iconic songs from this famous boy band, the Backstreet Boys, that was released in 1999. It's a song that captivated all teenagers at the time, including Mrs. Gillen. It became a worldwide hit with its emotional lyrics and catchy melody. We hope you like our special a cappella version. Backstreet's back. All right.
You are my fire, the one desire. Believe when I say I want it that way. But we are two worlds apart. Can't reach to your heart when I say I want it that way. Tell me why nothing but a heartache. Tell me why nothing but a mistake. Tell me why I never wanna hear you say I want it that way.
Am I your fire? The one desire. No, it's too late, but I want it that way.
Tell me why nothing but a heartache. There's nothing but a mistake. Tell me why I never wanna hear you say I want it that way. Now I can see that we're falling apart to the way that it used to be. Yeah, no matter the distance, I want you to know that deep down inside of me.
You are my fire, the one desire. No,
You are the one I hear you say. Nothing but a heartache. You say nothing but a mistake. Tell me why I never wanna hear you say
I want it that way. I want it that way.
Before you leave the stage, I just want to congratulate them. This group learned 3 or 4 incredibly difficult pieces. I don't know if you heard the speech, but one of them is a high school level 6-part a cappella song that is years beyond their level. And not only did they learn those songs, but they did it in a semester and a quarter that we have missed so many classes, right? For Exploration Week, for trips, for all of these wonderful things that they get to participate in. We missed a lot of rehearsal time, and they still did an incredible job, even though there were small mistakes. I just want to give them a huge round of applause for their efforts. One more, keep going. so much. That is the choir portion of the show, and now we will welcome the wonderful Mr. Kyle Kresge and the middle school orchestra.
Good evening. I'm Jay.
I'm Anson.
I'm Eugene.
Hello, I'm Emily.
We are the Grade 6 Concert Orchestra, and we are excited to present to you a fun program of orchestral music. Our orchestra has diligently prepared some very challenging music and have focused on improving our listening skills, intonation, dynamic, and tone.
Our first piece, the joyful and robust Brandenburg Concerto No. 4 by Johann Sebastian Bach, was originally composed for solo violin, two flutes, and strings. It was written in 1721 and dedicated to the military governor of the Brandenburg, Germany. This arrangement of the third movement merges the solo parts with the string orchestra. We will hear the main melody played first by the violas and then reiterated by all sections throughout the movement.
Next, Storm by Sun In Newbold is a furious and aggressive tour de force for the orchestra. This piece represents the various meanings of the word storm and may elicit images of intense weather systems or ancient soldiers marching to battle.
Our last piece, Assemble the Minions, is reminiscent of the playful character of Saturday morning cartoons. From the rhythmic main melody to the almost comical pizzicato middle section, this piece challenged us to listen to each other and be more accurate with our tempo and rhythms. Thank you for joining us tonight, and please enjoy our performance.
Good evening, I'm Ben.
Chloe.
And I'm Ido. This year has been such an exciting journey for the beginning orchestra classes as we learn how to play our instruments and become ensemble musicians. When we started, most of us were just figuring out how to hold a bow or find the right notes on our instruments. Over time, we've worked hard to develop some really important musical skills.
We've practiced intonation, making sure our notes are in tune, and focused on creating a good tone so our music sounds rich and beautiful. We've learned to read music by identifying notes and counting rhythms carefully, which has helped us stay together as a group. We've also explored dynamics or how loudly or softly we play to bring our music to life. Finally, we've learned how to listen to each other so we can blend our sounds and make music as a team.
Tonight, we present to you our very first concert. We'll begin with a piece called Baroque composer, from the Baroque composer Henry Purcell called Regalim. This piece taught us a lot about intonation and listening to our ensemble mates. Next is a piece called Adamant, which is an aggressive and rhythmic piece full of energy.
Last is a piece called Colossus, which conjures images of grandiosity and explores loud dynamics and strong articulations. We are proud to share what we've learned with you tonight. Thank you for supporting us in this amazing first year of orchestra, and we hope you enjoy our performance. Thank you.
esteemed guests, parents, students, and teachers. My name is Chloe Kwan.
My name is Hoju.
We are the grade 7 and 8 concert orchestra, and we are excited to invite you to be here tonight. This concert holds special significance for all of us, as it marks the final performance of this school year. Throughout the semester, we have diligently worked to enhance our instrumental capabilities, focusing particularly on essential skills such as intonation, articulation, and rhythmic accuracy. Our first piece, Terra Nova by Richard Meyer, features a contemporary melody with changing time signatures. From the opening measures to a powerful finish, this piece keeps everyone engaged by passing the melody to each section of the orchestra.
Next is a piece titled A Ray of Joy by Adrian Gordon. This contemplative and emotionally resonant composition is written about the love and admiration felt towards the composer's parents. Mr. Gordon writes, "My parents have always been a positive and encouraging light in my life, and writing a piece such as this is one of the ways that I always wish to honor them." The music begins with a delicate and evocative melody reminiscent of the first light of dawn breaking through on misty morning. We invite the listener to reflect on moments of tranquility and peace in their own lives.
Our last piece is a selection from the musical Phantom of the Opera by Andrew Lloyd Webber. This arrangement contains the well-known and timeless melodies of Phantom of the Opera theme, All I Ask of You, and Music of the Night. Thank you for joining us tonight, and please enjoy our performance.
is Harry.
My name is Ho.
And my name is Ella. We are the B-Day Grade 7 and 8 Concert Orchestra, and we're excited to share our music with you tonight. This semester, we have pushed ourselves to learn some difficult music and have worked to create individual practice goals that target the specific challenges from our concert pieces, one of which being articulation. Articulation is how we begin and attack each note, such as a smooth legato articulation, strong accented articulation, or a clear marcato articulation. This greatly helps our rhythmic accuracy as well as enhances our expressive musicianship.
Our first piece is Velocity by Brian Bulbage. This piece is about constant movement and rhythmic energy. Rather than being melodically based, this piece is developed around the rhythmic motif in the first two measures. As the music develops, tonal cluster chords begin to form and are developed further before the piece comes to a powerful conclusion.
Our second piece, Ashokan Farewell, comes from the film score of the Ken Burns documentary called The Civil War. This historical documentary on the American Civil War uses an original folk tune to create a nostalgic and lamentful melody. It features Matthew Park, Ellie Choi, and Sonny Hong as violin soloists.
Our last piece is called A Pirate's Legend by Korean-American composer Soon Hee New Bold. Buccaneers, privateers, and pirates are a rich part of history that has produced myths, legends, and romanticized stories that include tales of buried treasure, sword fights, and an adventure on high seas. This demanding piece explores several extended string techniques, including extreme sforzando articulations, collegno accents, which means playing with the wooden part of the bow, and artificial harmonics to recreate the sound of seagulls flying overhead. We are very proud of our hard work and dedication this semester and hope you enjoy our performance.
Thank you.
Hi, everybody. Thanks so much. Before our final group performs here, I'd like to take a second to acknowledge and recognize the grade 8 students who will be leaving us in the middle school this year. This is their last concert as a middle school musician. So, orchestra choir, if you are a grade 8 student, could you please just stand up where you are so we can give you all a round of applause? You will miss you in middle school, but we know you will be making some fantastic music in the high school very soon.
Good evening. My name is Edward.
Good evening, my name is Miriam.
Good afternoon, my name is Yona.
And hello, my name is William Zhang, and we are all part of the KISD Chamber Orchestra. We are very excited to present to you this exciting program of classical and contemporary music this evening. Our orchestra has worked hard together to learn and prepare these works of art, and we are proud of the progress and achievements that we have made this year.
Our first piece, Dancing Water by Jean O'Loughlin, is inspired by the French impressionist composer of the 19th century. The music begins with a flowing pentatonic boat that soars over several counterpoint melodies, then quickly becomes more poignant and articulate before concluding with a soft and gentle chord. This piece elicits the mood and atmosphere of wind moving over water and makes us imagine the time that we have here at Jeju.
Next is a piece by William Hoffel titled She Will Hang the Night with Stars and is inspired by the Oscar Wilde poem De Profundis from the Depths. The following is an excerpt from the poem. She will hang the night with stars so that I may walk abroad in darkness without stumbling and send the wind over my footprints so that none may track me to my hurt. She will cleanse me in waters and with bitter herbs make me whole. This piece taught us a lot about expressive musicianship, shaping long flowing musician phrases with dynamics and vibrato.
Our third and final piece tonight is from Gustav Holst's St. Paul Suite. The first movement, titled Jig, is a lively dance filled with infectious rhythms and playful, interweaving melodies that evoke the joy and vitality of traditional folk celebrations. With changing time signatures and several key signature changes, this melodic dance takes the listener on a spirited musical journey. Thank you all for joining us tonight, and please enjoy our performance. Thank you.
you.